Good evening. Tonight, we turn our attention to a dramatic and consequential moment unfolding in the heart of American democracy. As the year 2025 draws to a close, the U.S. Senate has become the stage for a fierce political showdown, one that could shape the direction of the country for years to come. On December 10th, Senate Republicans, holding on to a slim but crucial majority, advanced nearly 100 of President Trump's nominees for vital government posts, an unprecedented move in both scale and speed. This was far from a routine confirmation process. It marked the culmination of months of escalating tension, partisan maneuvering, and a fundamental shift in how the Senate operates. The decision to push through so many nominees at once signals a bold, aggressive new phase in the Senate's approach to confirmations, aiming to shatter a gridlock that has paralyzed key parts of the government. For much of the year, dozens of critical positions remained vacant, stalling the president's agenda and leaving agencies without leadership. Democrats, using every tool at their disposal, slowed the process, while Republicans accused them of outright obstruction and political gamesmanship. This week's dramatic action is a direct response, a calculated power play by the majority to reassert control and demonstrate their resolve to move the president's agenda forward, no matter the opposition. But this is about more than just a single vote or a handful of nominees. It's a story of power, of rules being rewritten, and of the ever-evolving nature of American politics in a deeply divided era. The so-called nuclear option, a Democratic blockade, and a series of controversial nominations have all played pivotal roles in bringing us to this moment. The Senate's traditions are being tested as never before, with both sides accusing the other of breaking long-standing norms. To truly understand what's at stake, it's essential to look beyond the headlines and examine the forces driving this confrontation. These events are not just about today. They will echo through the halls of government for years to come. Tonight we break down how this extraordinary situation unfolded, introduce you to the key players shaping the battle, and explore what it all means for the future of the Senate. And for the future of American governance itself. The drama in the Senate reached a new peak with a pivotal procedural vote on December 10, 2025, drawing the attention of lawmakers, staff, and the press alike. The atmosphere was tense, as both parties braced for the outcome of a move that could reshape the pace of government appointments. In a bold maneuver, Senate Republicans advanced 97 of President Trump's nominees in a single sweeping action. While this was not the final confirmation, it marked a crucial step forward in the process, signaling the majority's determination to move quickly and decisively. This bundling tactic, which has been employed several times since September, allows the majority to group nominees together, effectively bypassing Democratic procedural delays and conserving valuable floor time. It's a strategy designed for efficiency, but not without controversy. Advancing such a large group of nominees at once is seen by some as a necessary response to gridlock, while others argue it undermines the Senate's deliberative traditions. The move has sparked heated debate on both sides of the aisle. The nominees in question represent a wide range of critical roles, from inspectors general who oversee government agencies, to members of key regulatory boards that shape national policy and enforce federal law. Each of these positions is vital to the smooth functioning of federal operations, impacting everything from public safety to economic oversight. The stakes for filling these roles are high, and the speed of the process has only heightened the sense of urgency. Traditionally, each nominee would receive an individual hearing and thorough debate, allowing senators to scrutinize qualifications and raise concerns. But this year, Republicans have chosen to prioritize speed over custom, citing the need to keep government fully staffed. If all are confirmed, President Trump's total appointments in his second term will surpass 400, reflecting a rapid and determined effort to shape the federal government's leadership for years to come. The White House has hailed this development as a major victory for government functionality, arguing that a fully staffed administration is essential for effective governance and national security. Supporters of the move say it's about fulfilling constitutional duties and ensuring that the executive branch can operate without unnecessary obstruction or delay. Critics, however, warn that this approach amounts to a power grab, sacrificing the careful vetting process that protects against unqualified or partisan appointments. They argue that speed should not come at the expense of oversight. As the debate over process versus speed intensifies, the question of how best to balance efficiency with accountability is now front and center in Washington, shaping the future of government appointments and the Senate's role in American democracy. How did Republicans move so many nominees at once? It started with a pivotal decision in September 2025. Frustrated by Democratic blockades, Republicans used the nuclear option, changing Senate rules with a simple majority. This lowered the threshold to end debate on sub-cabinet nominees from 60 to 50 votes. The move made it far easier for the majority to confirm presidential picks without minority support. Both parties have used the nuclear option before, but this expansion marked a new era. Republicans argued it was necessary to break gridlock. Democrats warned it would erode bipartisanship. The immediate effect: Democrats could no longer filibuster sub-cabinet nominees. Now Republicans only need their own votes to advance most appointments. The result is a Senate more divided and more dominated by the majority than ever before. The rule change was a direct response to a Democratic blockade led by Senator Michael Bennet. Democrats used Senate rules to delay confirmations, arguing Trump's nominees weren't properly vetted. Their strategy: block a package containing a cabinet-level nominee, which still required 60 votes. United, Democrats filibustered, forcing Republicans to remove the controversial nominee. The blockade was short-lived. Republicans regrouped, expanded the package, and used the new rules to push it through. Democrats claimed they were fulfilling their constitutional duty. Republicans saw only obstruction. The standoff escalated tensions and set the stage for the mass advancement of nominees. In this high-stakes chess match, each side's move triggered an even bolder countermove. At the heart of the political storm was Sarah Carter's nomination as drug czar, a cabinet-level post that would put her at the forefront of the nation's fight against the opioid crisis. Her selection was not just another routine appointment, it became a lightning rod for controversy, drawing intense scrutiny from both sides of the aisle and the media. Because her nomination required a supermajority of 60 votes to advance, Democrats found themselves with significant leverage. They used this procedural power to stall not only Carter's confirmation, but the entire package of nominees, effectively grinding Senate business to a halt. Carter, a former Fox News contributor with a reputation for tough talk, was hailed by her supporters as a bold outsider who could shake up the status quo. They argued she brought a fresh perspective and a willingness to challenge entrenched interests. But critics, including many Democrats and public health experts, argued she lacked the necessary experience in addiction policy and public health. They feared her appointment would politicize drug policy at a time when bipartisan solutions were desperately needed. With Democrats united in opposition, Republicans found themselves unable to advance the nominations package. The standoff created mounting frustration as key government positions remained unfilled and the legislative agenda stalled. In a strategic move, Republican leaders decided to remove Carter from the group of nominees. This allowed the rest of the nominees to be considered under the new 50-vote rule, sidestepping the blockade and breaking the deadlock. The maneuver worked. The impasse was broken, and 97 sub-cabinet nominees were finally able to move forward, filling critical roles across the government. While Carter's nomination was sidelined, Republicans achieved their broader goal of staffing the administration. The episode left Carter's future uncertain, but the party's legislative priorities were back on track. This episode highlighted how a single controversial nominee can dramatically shape Senate strategy, forcing both parties to make difficult choices and revealing the delicate balance of power in Congress. In the end, the majority's will prevailed, at least for now, but the battle over nominations revealed just how turbulent and unpredictable the confirmation process can be in today's political climate. Beyond the process, who are these 97 nominees? They include inspectors general, board members, and administrators, roles that shape federal agencies' daily operations. Notably, former Congressman Anthony D'Esposito is nominated as Labor Department Inspector General, raising questions about independence. The package also includes nominees for financial, energy, and communications regulatory bodies, reflecting Trump's deregulatory agenda. Among the most consequential new members for the National Labor Relations Board, which oversees union and employer relations. These appointments will have a lasting impact on government policy and accountability. Two key nominees, James Murphy and Scott Mayer, are set to join the National Labor Relations Board. The NLRB's rulings affect millions of workers and employers, making its composition highly political. Earlier this year, Trump fired a Biden-era board member, a move upheld by the Supreme Court, clearing the way for new appointments. With Murphy and Mayer, the board will shift toward a more business-friendly stance, worrying unions and worker advocates. Critics fear weakened protections for workers. Supporters say it restores balance after a pro-union era. The NLRB fight shows how sub-cabinet nominations can reshape American workplaces. These decisions will echo far beyond Washington. The push to confirm a massive block of nominees is about more than filling jobs. It's about outpacing President Biden's record. With over 400 appointments in his second term's first year, Trump is ahead of Biden's 350 at the same point. Republicans tout this as proof their strategy works. The difference? The new simple majority rule, which lets the majority confirm nominees without minority support. Under Biden, the 60-vote threshold slowed confirmations and required bipartisan deals. Now, confirmations are a numbers game. Party unity is all that matters. The process is faster, but less deliberative. Trump's rapid pace is reshaping how administrations staff the government. This week's Senate showdown marks a fundamental shift in Washington. The nuclear option and mass nominee packages are now the norm, fueling partisan warfare. Simple majority confirmations mean presidents can pick loyalists over consensus builders, deepening polarization. The Senate's role as a deliberative body is fading, replaced by majority rule and rapid swings in policy. The filibuster's decline means less compromise, more instability, and greater uncertainty for Americans. The erosion of Senate norms is accelerating, with each party pushing the limits when in power. While Trump's team building is a clear win for his administration, it's also a step toward a more divided, dysfunctional government. The consequences of this new era will be felt long after the current battle fades.